Hello, this is Ask Angelika, German language tuition, idioms and tongue twisters, in season 4, episode 14. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Stephen.
Right, we're just waiting for the countdown because we're live today on Facebook, YouTube. Well, we're live everywhere today, as we normally are. I'm just going to close that down and we'll be on screen with you with the latest episode of Ask Angelika in 30 seconds, hopefully.
28.
25.
Yeah.
22.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Oh, this is boring.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're here.
Lift off.
Okay. And we say hello to Chris, who's saying hello from Belgium. Angelika and Stephen, or Stephen and Angelika. Okay, I'm just going to change things slightly.
Chris. Hello from England to Belgium.
Indeed. Okay, and we'll go like that.
Oh, that's better. I thought we looked a bit weird.
That's better. That's back to normal, isn't it? Because normally
Yes,
we are like that. Would you like to explain what today's broadcast is about, Angelika?
Okay, well, we've been working our way through part of the alphabet with some idioms and tongue twisters, and today is the letter N, and slightly different to the other ones. We have 5 5 idioms, but the last 2 we don't have a literal translation followed by the English equivalent. Because for once, I've actually found 2 idioms where the literal translation is identical to the English idiom.
Brilliant.
And I had a bit of a problem with the tongue twister. You almost didn't get one, which I know you would have absolutely been gutted.
Totally. You wouldn't believe how gutted I would have been as we say hello to John from the Midlands. Okay,
yes,
from Solihull.
Hello from Wiltshire to the Midlands. But anyway, you'll be pleased to see that I did find one. I could have used it for the letter K. I could have used it for the CH sound. I think that's the bit that needs practicing. But we have got 3 words in there which starts with N. So I think we can get away of using that today.
We should. Welcome to the show. And this is Ask Angelika, German language tuition and translation, idioms and tongue twisters. This is season 4, episode 14. Okay, and over to the comments again. Say hello to Corinda. This is a German language show, and Chris is saying Dankeschön. And
there's one more. And earlier on we said hello from England to Belgium, and then we said hello from Wiltshire to the Midlands, and now we can say hello from Devizes to Trowbridge.
Brilliant. Okay, and we're not too far apart. Right, so we have Belgium, we have Trowbridge, we have Solihull, we have London, and we have a show. So the way this works is that Angelika's done the phrases in German for the letter N. I will try to read them out. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then we'll go on for the literal translation and the English equivalent, except for items 4 and 5. Okay, is that good? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I've not heard this word before, but I'm going to try my best. Nichts ungut.
Yeah, nichts ungut.
So gut is good,
mm-hmm.
and ungut is not good.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I've learned something already.
Yeah, it's apart from in the idiom, it isn't used very much, the word ungut. Because if you wanted to say that something is not good, you would have said nicht gut. Indeed. Or an opposite, schlecht, or anything like this. So I mean, if I have a sip of my tea and I find that it doesn't taste very good, I wouldn't say, of course I wouldn't say that, but
Yep.
because you made it, imagine it wasn't good, I would have said, der Tee schmeckt nicht gut. I wouldn't say, der Tee ist ungut.
Indeed. I mean, I could have put the sugar in your cup instead of my cup.
That wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't either. Okay. So the literal translation is nothing for not good. And our English equivalent of phrase number 1 is no hard feelings. Okay, so
yeah, it comes a little bit from another sentence people would say is nehmen Sie mir es nicht übel, which is sort of don't take it the wrong way. And an old word for übel would have been ungut. And that sentence hasn't really stayed, but the nichts für ungut has. And sometimes people say, ich habe ein ungutes Gefühl, which is sort of, I've got a bit of a strange feeling. I'm not too sure if this is okay or not. So that's way where ungut is still worked. But certainly in this phrase, no hard feelings.
no hard feelings. Okay, let's catch it with the comments. And Roland is saying, danke for the welcome.
You're welcome.
Nearly right, Roland. You don't get a cigar for that one. Oh dear. John is saying unpleasant, which is
unpleasant. Yeah, it's sort of, yeah.
Corinda is saying something I learn every time. Good.
Well, if he's here, of course he does.
Nothing for free.
No, it's not the free bit. It's not nothing for free. It's the no hard feelings. Or sometimes people, the famous phrase nowadays is no offense, but.
Right.
You know, no offense, but. And in German they would say nichts für ungut, aber. And then whatever they want to slightly criticize.
Okay. Right. Phrase 2, which is just one word. How can I mangle one word? It's not possible, is it? Let's have a go. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, Chris, after you. John, you can have a go too. And Roland, say it all at the same time. Nigelnagelneu.
Yeah, nagelnagelneu.
Okay, I hope you got that right.
I couldn't even do a literal translation because it's really a word play, a sound play. And when you see the English equivalent, you can see it because that's a weird one as well. I can tell you, well, you know what neu is?
New.
Yeah, and nagelneu is brand new.
Ah.
Okay, and so that's what I could translate, but nigelnagelneu isn't actually a word. But what do we call something if something is brand new? We add another word as well.
Spanking.
Yeah.
Okay, let's catch up with the comments because Chris is saying new.
Yeah. Brand
Corinda,
new. Newer than new.
New. Roland is saying Nigel is a pain. Okay. I think it was niggle, actually, and brand spanking new was John's translation.
Yeah.
Spot on, John.
Absolutely.
Okay, so phrase 3. Nicht, ohne, sein.
Nicht, ohne, sein. Or I could say about somebody else, er ist nicht ohne.
Er ist nicht ohne.
Or we could even say, ask Angelika ist nicht ohne.
No, you've lost me officially. We'll give it a go though. Sein is to be, nicht is not, and ohne is without. So I'm going to go, well, the literal translation is, and to not be without. And coming
doesn't
in
make any sense, does it?
The last entry we got is from John on John's brand spanking new. And our phrasing saying in English is to be quite something. Oh, there's a strange thing.
It's not without something, so that there is something missing.
There isn't anything missing.
Something. It's quite something. Well, nicht ohne is sort of double negative, really.
Not without.
Yeah, it's with something, and that's quite something.
It has the X factor.
It has, yeah, that would be another translation. Yeah.
Okay. And
That's why I said, ask Angelika. Ist nicht ohne.
And that's new. Okay. So something special. To be quite something. Okay.
Or something powerful. It depends on the context, really, what you're talking about. Could be something powerful.
It does. Okay. Phrase 4. Okay. We're ready for this? Are we all going to say this together? Okay. In der Not frisst der Teufel Fliegen.
Yeah. In der Not frisst der Teufel Fliegen.
Now, the temptation there is to say not, because that's the English word, but it's a German word, so it's a German phrase, which is why I said not. It's 50-50. I mean, I could have been wrong.
No, you were absolutely right.
Excellent. Okay. Fliegen is to fly. The devil.
Fliegen, hang on. Fliegen as a verb is to fly. Fliegen as a noun, it's got something to do with fly. It's flies, as in those little creatures that fly around in our conservatory sometimes.
Okay. Insects.
Mm.
Okay. Teufel is the devil.
Yeah.
In the not. Not. Ich weiß nicht. Was ist not?
Need. It's times of need in der Not.
Okay, let's go. Unless we've got some volunteers translating this, we'll go with the literal translation of phrase 4, which is, in times of need, the devil eats flies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, the devil normally, this comes from, again, old saying, the devil normally gets busy with humans because he wants them. But if he can't get any and he's really desperate, he might even eat flies.
The devil eats, just a minute. Let's come back to that in a minute. While I'm cogitating and thinking and trying to decide what on earth that could be in English. We'll go over to Roland. If I click that button, go to Roland. No flies on Roland. John is saying eat flies as a last resort. Now, I've got to go with that because I thought it was in times of hunger, John. So we're on the same page there. And John's probably
that's certainly the German meaning of, yeah, the eating flies. So the devil eats the flies as the last resort. In English, we have a different saying. Okay,
so our English equivalent saying is beggars can't be choosers. Right, okay. Yes, yeah. So if you have to eat flies, you eat flies. If you don't need to eat flies, yeah.
Then you're not begging. Okay. No.
Okay, and okay, all good. And right, okay, and we'll carry on with our show and phrase 5. Phrase 5, den Nagel auf den Kopf treffen.
Den Nagel.
Den Nagel.
Yeah, okay. Den Nagel auf den Kopf treffen.
I got note right. I should have got Nagel right too. Ah, dear. Okay. Kopf is head.
Mm-hmm.
Treffen is to wear.
No, that's tragen. Tragen is to wear.
Okay, I need help. Help. Come on, Chris. Come on, Corinda. Come on, John. Come on, Roland. Okay.
Treffen can mean to meet or to hit.
To fit.
Hit.
Hit. So somebody's hitting somebody's head.
Well, what's Nagel?
Okay, I'm looking for help. Chris, help! Chris is here. We've got Chris, so that's good. Saying the perfectly correct thing.
I'm not quite sure what that relates to now.
Okay.
Probably let's something
just bring that phrase up again. Den Nagel auf den Kopf treffen.
Oh, it probably relates to this one, but we have a saying in English.
Okay, our English saying, Chris, and we've got the Belgian saying. Okay, saying the perfect.
Yeah, no, it's that's probably right, because you're hitting the nail on the head. You are
Okay,
saying the perfect
so
thing at the same
let's
time.
just go back. Yeah, go back. Treffen is to hit. Nagel is a nail.
Yeah.
Auch, Kopf is the head. So we have the saying in England, which is to hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've got phrase 6. I'm going to try this. In der Nacht sind alle Katzen grau.
In der Nacht sind alle Katzen grau.
Okay, and Roland, just the last one is saying off the top of my head. Okay, and Chris is saying die Nagel der Kopf schlagen.
Yeah, that would be the same then.
Sorry, okay. Could you read that, please?
De Nagel op de Kop slaan.
Right. Okay.
So that would be the same as it is in German and in English.
Yeah. You see, your Dutch is better than mine. Oh, we've lost Angelika. Hopefully Angelika will remember how to come back. And Angelika will be back within a minute, because we'd be stuck. If I was doing everything, it just wouldn't work. We need Angelika to come back and say hello again.
Hello.
And hello. Where'd you go?
I don't know. All I saw was it said host has gone offline.
All right.
But I did remember what to do, so all good.
I know you did, because we've had this the last 2 shows. Okay, so the phrase 6 is in der Nacht sind alle Katzen grau. Now I can actually translate this. Has anybody got there before me? And Roland's saying he must improve his German. So should we all. Roland, you're not alone in that. And Roland is saying hello, he's welcoming you back. Okay, so phrase 6, which is here. Right. At night time, all cats are grey.
Yeah.
See,
again, I didn't need to do the literal translation and the English meaning, because that just would have been the same sentence twice.
Well, indeed, because the literal and perfect translation are in the night, all cats are grey. Do you know where that comes from at all?
It's in when you can't, when it gets nearly dark, or when it is dark. Yeah. Everything sort of looks the same, and it's very difficult to distinguish between things.
Right. Okay. Now my favorite, Angelika knows it's my favorite. This is, and you can do this with me, everybody, including Mr. John Upton. We thought you had popped to make another cuppa.
Well, this one is perfect.
Thank you.
Even made it. It's perfect. I didn't need to make another one.
All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So we now come, and you've got to say this with me, guys. Please help. Okay. We can rehearse first of all. Just read it. Okay. We've read it, so we know what it reads. Now we're going to go, not like a train, just do it natural rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Der Koch, roch, auch, noch, in der Nacht, nach, Knoblauch. Knoblauch.
Almost. Knoblauch.
Almost.
Knoblauch. Der Koch roch auch noch in der Nacht nach Knoblauch.
Oh, it's close.
There's a lot of sounds in there. Der Koch roch auch noch in der Nacht nach Knoblauch.
Knoblauch.
Mm.
Okay. The English is probably easier. So
yes, it is. But it's not a tongue twister in English.
I'm going to take John's comment. Proverb. Right. John's found a proverb. In the dark of night, appearances do not matter, because it's too difficult to see anything clearly. Okay. And over to Roland. And Roland is saying, read it. I can't. I'm not gonna. If we had Peter Stewart here, we could ask him to do it with a Scottish accent.
He would have had no problems, would he?
Well, that said, it was not. Peter's not got a broad Scottish accent. Okay, so those are the phrases for today. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to the top, and we this time round. Okay, so It's Ask Angelika, German language tuition, idioms and tongue twisters with the letter N. Angelika, it's over to you.
Nichts ungut.
Which literal translation is nothing for not good. And the actual translation, or our equivalent, is no hard feelings. Phrase 2.
Nagelnagelneu.
I'm quite proud I actually got that right.
I love the sound of it. It just sounds great.
I could have done a soft G, which wouldn't have quite been the same. But nagelneu is brand new, and our English equivalent is brand spanking new. Phrase 3.
Nicht ohne sein.
Literal translation is not be without. Okay, and our equivalent in England is to be quite something, to be something special, to have the X factor. Phrase 4.
In der Not frisst der Teufel Fliegen.
Now we know that the Teufel is the devil, and literal translation is in times of need the devil eats flies, and beggars can't be choosers is our equivalent. Phrase 5.
Den Nagel auf den Kopf treffen.
And literal translation is to hit the nail on the head, and our equivalent, oh no, that's our equivalent. Hang on a minute.
Yes.
Hang on. I forgot there was no, it's the same. The literal translation is the phrase we actually use. Okay.
Yeah.
Phrase 6.
In der Nacht sind alle Katzen grau.
And our equivalent and the literal translation is in the night all cats are grey, to which John added proverb, in the dark of night appearances do not matter because it is too difficult to see anything clearly. Now this is the bit that I love the most. Well, it just has to be. Angelika. Next phrase.
Der Koch roch auch noch in der Nacht nach Knoblauch.
Oh, brilliant. That was perfect. That was perfect. The English equivalent. Even in the night, the cook smelled of garlic. The cooking smelled of garlic.
The cook.
The cook.
Oh yes, the cook. Der
That's
Koch.
deliberate. Just a minute, even. Okay. Even in the night, the cook smelled of garlic. Okay. Right, okay. Now, if you've been distracted by the sunshine behind me, it's sunshine in Wiltshire, it's winter, I'll take everything we can get. The lighting will be perfect. For the next episode, do you have the next episode prepared?
No.
Nope. Okay,
No.
but we will be with, I can predict that we will be with the letter O. Would that be fair?
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure I'll find some nice things.
And over to Roland again. And go, because I agree with you totally, Roland. Every time we do this, Angelika's German is improving.
Yes,
Okay.
it's the case of when people say, how long do I need to learn German until I'm perfect? And I say, well, I'm still learning.
Yeah, we're all still learning. And John's saying he's gone grey here.
Is he talking about all our hairs, or is he talking about
a long time ago, John? Right, Angelika, would you like to close today's broadcast? Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yes, well, thank you for watching, and especially thank you to Corinda, Roland, John, Chris, I think that's everybody, who actually joined in. That's been fantastic. And we'll see you again when we're looking at idioms and a tongue twister, or maybe two, I can't remember, with the letter O.
Es ist Tschüss von mir.
Und Tschüss von mir.
I got in first. Bye, everybody. Take care.